Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Demon Deacons will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Wants to fire on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Got a man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up a play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Going over the top. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Wake Forest, 7, Kentucky, 0.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Complete on the shuffle.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. A 1st and 10 for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go with a direct snap. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. First play of the period, 1st down here. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on. The 30, past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wake.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kentucky, 0.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dumps it off in the flats. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Spins away from the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls in the deep ball. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Demon Deacons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Up-tempo for the offense.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play-action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Firing deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wake! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fires downfield. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They kick it away on 4th down. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start this drive going to the air. The quick out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes it on the run. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got a little space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's small. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Wake Forest, 42. Kentucky, 0.
Can't hang on. He muffs it. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Damon Deeks.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Power football with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Snagged out of the air. Tackled there by the defense.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Taylor has it. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Wake. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Whitted. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's small. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kick is in the air. Catches it at the 30. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Bring in the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.